My name is Trysten.
I'm Christy.
I'm the dyer behind Dragon Hoard Yarn.
And I'm the dyer behind Yarn Café Creations.
She's my mom.
She's my daughter.
She's my daughter.
She's my daughter. Yeah.
And yeah, welcome back, you guys. We're coming to you from Payson, Utah right now.
Mm-hmm.
It is getting blisteringly hot.
And it's getting dark.
I'm okay with that.
I am too.
That means it's going to get colder, and it means it's almost fall.
I know.
It's basically Halloween right now, right?
Pretty much Halloween, and Christmas is almost here too.
Happy New Year, guys.
Hey.
No, I am ready for fall. I am ready for autumn. I'm ready for my boots. I just got 2 more pairs of them, and I love
You
them.
did?
Yeah, the same ones I got at in Rhinebeck
Rhinebeck?
last year. So I have the red ones that I recently got because I got the teal ones there.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I got a pair
green
of
ones. And you get green ones too?
Yeah. Well, the teal, it's called teal, but it's
I thought
green.
you got green too.
No, I would love green ones, but I got red ones and brown ones and black ones.
Wow.
But the
You're
thing
set.
is, I'm actually saving money because I'm spending a little bit more on good products.
Right.
And I'm not buying a ton of crappy ones,
Right.
which I'm prone to do when I see a cute pair of boots online.
Those are nice ones though.
Oh yeah, and they're like hiking boots and stuff. And I bought them for Comic-Con, actually, the black ones, because I know I can walk around all day in them and not hurt.
Right.
a ton,
That
so-
makes a difference.
Oh, it makes such a difference.
Speaking of shoes, what have you been up to?
My shoes? Well, I bought some shoes. No, I've just been dyeing yarn like crazy. I have my 6 Halloween Advents. Our Advent.
Yeah, we've been getting ready to dye Advents. Well, I've been dyeing Advents.
I've been dyeing Advents. I have one more Advent to dye up. I know. Well, I'm always dyeing minis, and every time my husband Eric, who like preps the yarn for me every day, he just looks over at me. He's like, "Please no." I'm like, "I'm so sorry."
More minis. More minis.
But I love making minis. I like making sock sets. So I love making sock sets. But so I've dyed up 5 of the Halloween Advents so far. I have 1 more to dye up, which is Haunting of Fairyland. I have a couple of those left and a couple.
Wait, did I write that down?
Haunting of Fairyland? Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. So yeah, I have my Grimm
That's
one.
so efficient.
So Grimm Fairy Tales one, Horrifically Halloweeny, Haunting of Fairyland, and Which is Which. So I have a couple, I think only like 1 of a couple of these left in the shop, and it's just 13-day Advents to make it more accessible and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And quicker to make, but also more affordable for people.
Yeah, some of them come with a full skein of yarn. Some of them come with stitch markers. Some come with both. Some come with just 13 days of minis. So there's kind of a wide range. And I did it like that instead of like 31 days because straight up 31 days is like $250 to $280 straight up. And it's
I just did all mine like that though. I just kept doing them the way I've been doing them. I just did.
Yeah.
But I wasn't even thinking about doing half sizes.
Well, it's also like you have to stay within a theme for 31 colors. And with doing smaller ones, you can be inspired and be like, okay, yeah, that's all the inspiration I have stored up inside me for that one theme.
That's right. I understand.
So it gives you a little bit more variance. Like I had a harder time last year. I did a dark crystal Halloween Advent. And I'm like, I have no idea what other colors there are in the world. But I got through it and I was able to.
That's true, and some themes are like that, but I'll tell you one theme that's not like that there's like endless possibilities. My Little Pony.
Oh my God, Mom. I did not know there was that many ponies.
Well, and what's
that
cool
many
about
color combinations.
Right, well, what's cool about My Little Pony is there's the official My Little Ponies, but then there's all these fandom websites that do like make up their own, but they're all named, and so I gain inspiration from those too.
I love that.
Yeah. I just got done doing
fan art.
I think July. Yeah, we just finished. People just finished opening their July of Magic, the My Little Pony Advent, and I'm working on the autumn one, which those are sold out. But I think
it's autumn again.
Yeah, I'm sending those out in like a week. I think if all goes well, in 1 week they'll be out the door. But I have one coming up for. You have several for October. I have one for October.
Okay. But yours is a big one.
Thank God.
Well, I started on, that's what I've been doing since we podcasted last. Like, each week I've been dyeing up another advent just during my normal dye week.
It's crazy.
But, no, it's been great. And it's been fun to play with color because then it gets me prepped for autumn. And it gets me prepped for, like, different collections. And I just get inspired to do other things with, like, some of the color palettes I use. So that's mainly what I've been doing. I had a show.
That's right. Oh, wait, real quick, though.
Yeah, what have you been doing? It's all about
nothing.
me.
Nothing.
Just been here and you're basking in your...
Well, since we're talking about Advents, I just want to let everybody know that you're sold out of our Harry Potter.
Yes.
Our year 6.
We only have like 15 more in your shop. Is that right?
Yes. Whatever's left in my shop is what we have. And you get to choose your own house. It comes with 24 minis. All of those are the same for all the houses. But then you get to choose your house, and then your main 100-gram skein is going to be it'll be inspired by your house colors. But those
inspired by your house.
I'll tell you, we sell out every year. No questions.
I'm actually surprised we still have some.
I know. Well, this year I think is a little bit different.
Oh, yeah.
For people.
Oh, yeah. It's been
but
harder,
we will sell out. We will sell out. Anyway, so if you want to get that, we're on year 6. And then
I'm listening to book 5 right now. I've been making my way back through. And next week I start dyeing for that Advent as well as Haunting of Fairyland. But yeah, so as soon as I get to book 6, I'm going to start dyeing for that. I'm super excited because like going through book 5, I'm like, oh, I remember this colorway. I remember this color. For all the different themes coming up, like I'm with Dolores Umbridge and Harry's Detention.
Yeah.
And so for now, I'm just like, I really liked my Dolores color.
Well, just over the years, I'll see pictures every once in a while of what we've done in the past. People will post pictures.
Yeah. Your Triwizard Tour. No. Your Quidditch World Cup color.
Last year.
No, that was 2 years ago.
That was year 4.
Yeah, when I was listening to that book, I'm just like, oh, I loved Mom's color for that.
Well, and for those of you that might be newer here, we've been doing this. This is our 6th year. We committed to people that we would do all 7 books.
At least, yeah.
At least
7 books.
At least the 7 books, yeah. And we're on book 6 this year. So thanks to all of you that have been with us since the beginning.
There's a couple of you that have been here since the beginning. So thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
I can't believe we.
I'm just excited because I keep remembering. Oh my God, this is in book 6. Oh my God, this is in book 6, and I cannot wait.
I know it's exciting. So, but yeah, I just wanted to put that in there just in case people were wondering if you're thinking about getting one. You probably should get it now because we will sell out.
I've had people ask me if we're ever going to bring back any of the other Advents, and I'm like,
I didn't even think about that.
You really thought we wrote those down? I mean, yeah, the last few years I did because there have been some inventory issues. We're like, we have to dye up another Advent because we miscounted.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah, that happens almost every year.
Yeah. So.
But okay.
Yes. Anyway,
I'm like, I guess I could dye. No.
So anyway, that's kind of what's going on with our Advents, but
yeah, and that's mainly what I've been focused on, but.
You had that really awesome trunk show.
Yeah, and I learned how to say the name of the shop. Petitfours.
Yeah.
Which is a French cake. Now I'm going to get the wrong.
Yeah. They're just like little mini cakes, basically, like bite size.
They're so cute. I bought them out.
Because they actually sell those there.
Oh my God.
The yarn store.
There's like a little, not a cafe, but they have...
It's like a little, just like
it's like a little cafe,
counter,
but there's no tables to sit at or anything. It's just like, here's our awesome baked goods. But they do throw fairy themed tea parties.
What? Mm-hmm. Did someone say tea party?
Mm-hmm. And fairy themed.
And fairy themed, of course.
Don't forget that.
That's important.
So I actually plan on doing something possibly in October, probably in November.
I was going to say, we're going to be out of town in October.
And like finishing up the Advent and stuff. And it's like probably in November. I would love to do a fairy themed tea party just with like
so fun.
Knitting friends in the area. And it's required that you have to dress like a fairy or come to my house beforehand so I can dress you as a fairy. Because I have plenty of stuff. But yeah, so it was a great show. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone that came out. It was really overwhelming actually, how many people came out.
It was a good show. Like,
it was so much fun.
For a newer store. It's only been there about a year.
Yeah, it's been about a year and a half. And
that's in Lehi, Utah.
Yeah, if you guys are ever in the area, it's a really good shop. Like, I mean, I know that everyone has their favorite yarn shops and the yarn shops they won't go to or the yarn shops that they've never been to or like casually. I don't know.
Right.
But I feel like Pettifours and Pearls is actually going to just be my yarn shop.
Well, and it's so true because each yarn store has its own vibe.
And culture.
And the kind of yarns that they carry. Some carry more commercial, some carry more, hand-dyed, indie dyed.
They have a really good balance, actually.
Yeah, they had a good mix.
Yeah. Did you know Rebecca was here last week?
I saw that on Instagram.
I messaged her, I'm like, why?
Why didn't you come?
Why didn't you spend the entire week with us?
Seriously.
But she didn't make it down there. But she did go to the other one up north. Crap, I forgot the name.
Bountiful?
Yeah, it's in Bountiful, and
I don't remember the name of it either. Why are you putting me on the spot?
I have no idea, you guys. I'm awful sorry. Never mind. But there's another one in Bountiful, but she did go to that one. And I've met the shop owner, and she's very sweet, too.
Yeah, they were at our show.
I cannot believe I cannot think of that. But anyways, it was a great show. And yeah, I want to go back. And I know you'll be announcing your show.
I'll be doing one there, a trunk show in November.
Let's do the fairy tea party that weekend, and we can make it like an event.
That was like the hottest day of the year. I swear. It was so hot that day.
In October?
The day that you did yours.
I got heat exhaustion.
Seriously, it was so hot.
Like, just from standing at the end of the show down, we brought everything down in like one trip, and they were just standing by my car, and in about 2 minutes, I started getting heat exhaustion. And after I went home, I slept for about 48 hours.
But we did go to IHOP on the way home.
Yeah, and I ate food, and
that was
I
so
slept
fun.
like a baby.
I liked doing that. We used to do that all the time.
I know, after any event, any show or anything, when we go out of town, we go to Outback.
I went to Outback last night.
I but I chose Outback for Eric's parents to take me out for my birthday.
You did? That's awesome.
They did not appreciate it as much as they should have.
As much as you did.
We do.
Well, it's not for everybody. But we went last night before we went and got my new kitten.
Oh my god, that's right!
We got a new kitten.
And you're still naming her.
We haven't named her yet. She's black and white like Murphy. White with black spots. And she's 3.5 months old. And I didn't know this, but Vaughn, my fiance, has never had a kitten. He's only gotten cats. And this one was from a rescue place. And so cute.
Oh so cute. And so sociable.
She's very sociable.
Like, yeah.
Not scared at all.
You look at Murphy and he's just like, I'll figure out if I like you or not. Yeah. If I like you, I will grace you with my presence.
She's more sociable than Murphy was. But Murphy was 6 months when we got him from a family.
With like 12 kids.
2. Just 2. Maybe it felt like 12. But
I swear you're like, it was chaotic. There's kids everywhere.
Just 2 kids. But
felt like 12. Murphy.
Yeah, probably felt like that to a cat maybe. But she's so cute.
She is super cute. And yeah, she looks like a mini me for Murphy.
Oh my goodness.
And oh my god, Minnie.
I want to name her Minnie.
I want you to.
But we haven't decided yet. She's so sweet.
I mean, Vaughn will get over it. Even if you name her something else, just keep calling her
he'd
Minnie.
Be fine with it if I named her that. But we want to go through the whole list and see if there's
a full name. Minerva.
Minerva from Harry Potter. Of course.
I love that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that so much.
Yep. And we're nerdy that way. Well, Vaughn isn't.
No, he could care less.
Yeah.
It's the same with Eric. He's just like, not everything is about Harry Potter. It has to do with Harry Potter. I'm like, but there's ties everywhere, and you cannot deny it.
Mm-hmm,
so, yeah, there's just another tie that we're preemptively putting there. I think she should be Minerva.
I like it.
Love that.
I think it's cute. So I got a cat.
You got a cat.
Yeah, so we'll see how that adventure goes.
Yeah, and then other than that, you've been dyeing yarn and prepping for Woolen Folk, which we will be vending at in New York, in Rhinebeck, New York.
And that's going to be on isn't it like the 13th or 14th?
I think it's the 14th. It's the Friday before the New York Sheep and Wool.
Yes. And that's
at the cutest venue. And I know we talked about it last week, but I just wanted to remind you guys.
Not last week, 5 weeks ago. Last 5 weeks ago. I know.
I'm bridging the gap.
I can't believe it's been that long.
Oh
it's flown by.
And it's been my fault because I'm like, can we do it next week?
Well, and I think I was fine with it because we're just so busy.
Yeah, and especially prepping for our favorite season.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Well, and Vaughn got really sick for like a week and a half when we were supposed to do it.
Oh, really?
The first time, yeah. Mm-hmm. I think that's what it was. It might have been the week before that. It wasn't COVID or anything. He had like a stomach, like he was very nauseated, but it lasted. The weakness lasted for like 2 weeks.
Oh, dang.
I mean, and we have a farm, so
I mean, you don't really get to
doing irrigation and taking care of cows and stuff. It was really I had to help a lot, and I don't mind doing that.
No.
I know how to do it all. I don't know how to do irrigation, so he still did that. Yeah, I mean, I know how to turn it on and off. He showed me where the valve and stuff is, but he's an engineer kind of guy, and he made these really cool sprinkler heads, or bought them, but then he made the piping and put the pipes all in and all that stuff. But anyway, I don't know how to do all that.
Okay.
So...
Yeah, and I wanted to do it this week because next week on Monday, Lulu gets her nose job. And so
she's getting a nose job for her sinuses?
Yeah. Yeah,
that'll be good.
Because she's a French bulldog, we wanted to originally get all of her surgeries done at first, like during one thing like we did with Odin. But when we first took her, they're like, oh, she's not going to need the nasal surgery at all. I'm like, okay, great. And didn't realize that was a vet tech.
Oh.
Wasn't the actual vet suggesting her not to get it.
Oh,
and
yeah,
so
that's different.
Yeah, so when we took her in for a little paw sore that she continues to get, and now we have like topical stuff for it for next time, so it's like, yes. When we took her in this last time, she's like, oh, I always will suggest it for French bulldogs, especially her though. And I'm like, because yeah, the anesthesia that they used to put them under, it's not full anesthesia, it's a mix, and that's why we actually went with this vet originally, because they specialized in flat-nosed dogs.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
Yeah, so it's like I'm a little less worried, but Lulu is turning up to be the one with all of the medical stuff, so I just don't want her to suffer at all when she's under. But yeah, so next week is a recovery spoil Lulu
That's
week.
good. You'll need to be there. Can we talk about something off script for a second? Menopause is real.
Mom.
I'm feeling fleshy. So if you see me turning flushed as we're talking.
Do you want me to blow on you?
Seriously, it's like...
You need a fan in here. Oh, but
I'm learning. I thought I knew kind of what menopause, what you go through with it. Sorry if this is too TMI. But
is this TMI?
Insomnia is a big thing.
Oh, I think I'm going through menopause then.
Well, I've never really had menopause in my life. I've never gone through menopause.
I thought you were going to say insomnia. I'm like,
I mean, not menopause. Insomnia. Yeah, I've never gone through insomnia.
I get insomnia.
I've never,
it's only when I'm anxious, though.
Wait, every once in a while, but like, not like this.
Mine will last for about a month or two.
Yeah, I've never really had it like that. 3 to 4
hours of sleep a night. I'm actually going through it right now, so.
Yeah, and hot flashes, and then while you can't sleep. Like, I've always been a cold-blooded... No, I don't know if it's cold-blooded. I always get cold. Not lately.
I enjoy being in the cold.
Well,
like,
I did
absorb
too.
all that freezing.
I did. I mean, I do too now. And I like the cold, but I like to have covers on me. Now I'm like turning the air down to like 65 and throwing all the covers off and just being like,
slaying around the house.
I've never been... Well, this is at night while I'm sleeping. I've never been like that. So anyway, I just thought you might want to know that menopause is real, and it's
not a made up thing.
I don't think I mean, some people go through like depression, and some people go through real big time mood swings and anger and bitchiness all around. I haven't gone through that.
I'd rather you just not sleep, Mom.
Seriously, maybe if I like worked a job and I was around other people a lot, I might get emotional more, but
I can see that.
I feel pretty much the same. I just have hot flashes. Okay, that's all.
Do you have a fan in your room?
No. Well, I have a ceiling fan, but I don't use that.
I honestly, like, with my insomnia, it's usually when I get too hot or I'm anxious. But the actual, like, just breeze, even if it's warm, but that breeze going across you, that'll help a ton.
The air conditioning helps. I'm
just saying, like, active airflow on
Dawn doesn't like it on, so I'm just listening as I can't do that.
Okay. So make excuses to make yourself feel like I don't need it.
Likes that. So, but moving on.
Yeah, so that's what we're going through right now and doing.
So let's talk about what we've made or what we're making.
What we're making, because I think you need to share what you're making with everyone.
Oh yeah,
because we just found out some exciting news. I mean, it's exciting either way.
Yes,
there's so many more patterns.
My daughter. Do you think she won't care if I? Is she telling everybody what she's having?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember if she's not like any of you.
I asked her if it was a secret, and she's like, "No, I'm telling everyone."
Okay. Well,
she's not telling the name.
My youngest daughter, who got married last year, is pregnant, and she's due in January. And we just found out she's having a little girl. So I have a grandson right now. He's almost 8.
Oh, so you don't need anything from me. You'll have both of them covered.
I do. So I'm having a granddaughter now.
We're getting a little girl.
So, of course, I started looking up baby patterns.
That's instantly what I did.
And I'm like, I found the cutest. It's called Granny's. I think it's Granny's Romper. Yeah, Granny's Rompers by Jackie Platt. And it's like a onesie, basically. Oh, Amazon's here.
Thank you.
Amazon's here. It's a onesie, and then she has a separate pattern called Granny's Cardigan, Granny's Cardigan that goes over the top. So I had to finish that row. I'm doing magic loop, which I would normally not do on something like this.
Do you want a 16
no,
inch?
I have them. I just didn't want to get up and grab it. So I'll change over when we're done.
Okay.
But it's going to be, this is the bottom. You're knitting from the bottom up. So this is going to have, there's little buttonholes on the front right here. This is in the color Ballerina.
That is so cute.
And it's going to button up like right here. Look at that.
Oh my God.
I know.
Do they make them in adult sizes?
Right?
I'm just saying, those would be some really cute shorts.
And then
just like lounging around the house.
I'm using, so that's Ballerina color. And then I'm going to make the Granny's Cardigan in this clove color. So it coordinates really well. And I already picked out like 4 or 5 sets of colors that I want to make little rompers on little cardigans.
Is it in DK?
This is Sport.
Oh, it's in Sport.
It's in Sport, yeah. And it's knit on, well, you start with a 2.75 millimeter, which is a size 2 needle, US size 2. And then you switch to a size 2.5, which is 3 millimeter. I don't have that size. So I just kept going on the 2.75. I don't think it's going to be that big of a difference. And I'm just making the 3 to 6 month size.
I doubt the baby is going to complain.
She's going to be like, how come the ribbing is the same size as the onesie?
My diaper is showing. You didn't really accommodate my diaper.
Well, I don't know this designer. I mean, because I don't make baby stuff.
Yeah.
So she has a bunch of little, they call them soakers, or like the diaper covers too. So I'm going to make a bunch of those in different colors. But I'm making the 3 to 6 month. She lives in Arizona. So the cardigans, I'm trying to decide if I want to make a bunch of cardigans or not.
I'm just laughing because it's like, you just told me earlier before we started, like, no one designs anything for Arizona. No one designs anything for Arizona weather. It's like year round, it's hot, and it's like,
well, the onesie will be good. I mean, yeah, it is merino, but they're air conditioned all the time.
Oh yeah.
And so it does get a little cool in these AC places for babies. But the cardigan, I'm going to make them anyway, I think. Yeah, I just know that she probably won't be able to wear it all the time. Yeah. Who cares? I'm going to make it anyway. I don't care.
Do it.
And then I'm going to make some of the baby soakers, just the little diaper covers, those she can wear all the time. And I'll make in different sizes. I'll make the little sizes to start with, and then I'll make a couple in like the size probably 6 to 9 month, so that she can have them. And then after that, she's on her own.
Yeah, no, she can.
After that, she's gonna have to learn how to knit.
Which Marche is starting to crochet again, because she's like, I want it to be domestic, and I want to
make baby blankets. She's making baby blankets, which is really awesome. So.
I'm just gonna send her yarn.
So what are you making?
Well, recently, and I know last time I was talking about my pattern that I'm designing for a book, one of them, that I was struggling a lot with. I finally got past that part and I was right, and I did it right. Yay. And then I had to find a tech editor, and I found one last night.
That's hard. That's a hard thing if you're a designing person.
Especially if you have the mental block of like, oh, my tech editor knows me and all of my issues, and she knows how to fix them.
But she's not doing it anymore for, as many people.
Yeah, she really narrowed down her clientele list so that she could spend more time with her family, which is great.
Cool.
But it caused a lot of anxiety in me with my, because of my own issues, not because of her. And so I finally found one last night, and so I'm like, okay, whew. I'm almost done with that sweater, and then I have one more to design and knit by 2 weeks past the 22nd of August, because I got an extension.
Good. That's good, though, that she's flexible that way.
Yeah. So I got that one to do, and then I'm diving into baby stuff. But in the meantime, every so often I'm working on my Kappa tank, which I decided, I had so many people supporting me of do both. Do the long sleeve and do a tank top, or just do the long sleeve. We don't care about the tank top. And so because you guys' support, I'm probably going to do both.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, never ask for opinions like that.
Why would I ever do that?
I mean, seriously.
Actually, I don't think I did.
Well, that's cool.
Thanks
that people
for your
are,
opinions, guys.
Yeah, offering
it
their
honestly
opinions.
helped me make the hard decisions. And so when I did pull it all the way back, I am going to make it longer, I think. And I'm going to make it just a regular.
Really, is it beads?
Yeah, it has beads
on
the
beads.
bottom. I know I showed this last week, but I don't care. I love them. I love them so much.
So cute. I love beads. We have so many beads. I'm buying more beads when we go to
more beads too. I'm like, I'm using them. Validation right here.
I'm not. I haven't used them. I've only used them on one tank, your tank that I made.
But when you do decide to knit another one, you'll have a stash to pull from.
Oh,
I've
used
to wait
them
for beads.
I actually made some stitch markers, just the little hoops with the little bead on it that you glue on.
Oh, that is great.
I didn't do it very well because the bead keeps slipping, so I've got to find the right glue.
Just use the super glue I use.
I need to. I think
use this crafter's glue, but it doesn't work.
Well, I'm using super glue for jewelry making, but I didn't want to put too much on, so I didn't put enough on. I just
anyway. I went with that balance with my Polymer stitch markers. But so I'm going to make it. Thank you. I'm going to make it a little bit drop shouldered, and I'm going to make it probably 3/4 inch sleeves.
I like 3/4.
Or I guess maybe bracelet length or whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always pull
the sleeves up. Yep.
So I'm going to do that, and so bottom up, and then I'm also going to probably release it next year, the tank top version. I'm just going to work on the sweater-ish shirt version first. I think it's just going to be a super cute.
I like
sweater.
That.
So
I think tanks. And is it merino? Is it fingering?
It's fingering weight. It's 75/25 merino and nylon, superwash merino and nylon, and yeah.
Awesome.
It's in the Moss Dragon color, which is still to this day seriously one of my favorite colors I've ever dyed.
Has it been around for a while?
It's been around since last podcast.
Oh, okay.
I think it's been around for 2 months, but it's still one of my favorites.
A great green.
I know, it's like it's like a green caramel.
It's so
that makes sense.
You.
I know. Oh, I cannot wait to. I'm probably gonna wear this to Rhinebeck. This might be one of my Rhinebeck sweaters, which we are. Okay, I am.
Yeah.
Oh, I am.
Oh, I gotta.
I'm ready for some Rhinebeck. I'm ready for sweater weather. I'm ready to start playing around with ideas for my Rhinebeck sweater. I'm going to be having kits in the shop this next week. I started taking photos and stuff of Autumn Court sweater pre-orders, Salem sweater pre-orders, Sanderson sweater pre-orders.
So people can make them for their Rhinebeck sweater.
Yeah, we only have 8 weeks left. 9 weeks.
Stop it, please.
Oh, I know, because we still have to prep. But yeah, we only have a little bit longer. And I'm always like, why did I pick up this design job of doing this when I should have been designing a Rhinebeck sweater? And so I'm going to tell the person, don't send me these submission ideas ever again.
Please stop.
If they're during this time frame, no. Not really, because I love it.
Seriously.
It's all nerdy stuff, and I'm here for it. But yeah, I'm ready to cast on my Rhinebeck sweater, so I have to finish those too. Baby stuff.
I think that I've made a few sweaters this year, and I think I'm going to use them all as my Rhinebeck sweater because I didn't wear them last year.
And they're so cute.
Like the ones I showed on the last, the
one by Thea Coleman.
I have the Thea Coleman one, 2 of them by Thea Coleman, and I have one from Isabel Kramer. So I have 3 that I've already made.
Oh, nice.
And
but you have to be getting excited with autumn colors.
4 we'll talk about in a minute. But yeah.
You have to be getting excited and putting colors together and be like, I need to do this. I would love to do a color work.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're
you're like a chunky cable.
Well, I want a DK.
Yeah. Chunky
tunic
cable
type sweater. Oh.
Well, your sweater that I made last year for Rhinebeck,
and then
that I finished and took apart, which I'm going to finish that too for Rhinebeck.
Okay.
It's on the agenda.
It's in your grapefruit color, and I love it.
It's actually not. It's in my pink petunia color.
I think you're a liar.
No, it's in that color right there. Pink petunia. Grapefruit's that one. I made it in pink petunia. It's brighter, more pinky. I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been imagining your grapefruit a totally different color.
No, remember it's like super bright. I couldn't even take a picture of it. It was so bright. It was hard to take.
Oh my gosh. Taking Rhinebeck photos when you're wearing that thing, it's going to be so much fun.
It's going to be awesome.
You just be like, you can't see my face. I'm just bright.
Yep. But I did, well, and we'll talk about my finished object in a minute. But between finished object and I had to do another project for somebody that commissioned me.
It's just so fancy.
For a project that I won't say anything about.
Can you not promote it?
Not till they're
close.
Till they've, opened them because it was.
You're withholding a lot of information.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
Okay.
So what I did is I cast on just a sock.
Oh, you've been in a stripey mood too.
So this is in progress because I finished one. I'm started the other one.
Whose yarn is that?
This is by Freckled Whimsy, who I really love. I know there's so many great dyers out there, and I do have striped socks or striped yarn from like Desert Vista Dye Works and
do you have nomadic yarns?
Fiber Nymph Dye Works.
Oh yeah, Fiber Nymph.
I don't think I have any nomadic.
Are you serious?
No, I do have one that's a newer one to me, and I don't remember the name. Northwood's Fiber.
Northwood Fibers.
Yep.
Northwood I have another order from her coming soon too.
Yep. So this is just
her autumn pre-orders.
Oh really?
There's 3 pre-orders.
Oh, she's just a great dyer too.
She's a good color.
But I'm part of I have lots of yarn from Freckled Whimsy, and this one is just vanilla. I don't usually do vanilla. Yeah. But I also had to go to a couple appointments. I'm like, I just need to bring something simple to work on. I was working on a sweater, and I'm like, I'm not going to bring that. It's just too much to bring to these appointments. So I just cast on a sock. I finished this in literally like 2 days. So easy, and this is my favorite height. I always want to say length.
We have such a different height.
This is perfect for me. If it's too low, it slips down. If it's too high, it slips down.
Unless you're wearing boots. Unless you're wearing those like...
Well, yes. But I mean, just like, I don't wear shoes at home. I wear like slippers. And
I wear like boots everywhere, even if I'm
wearing
like
shorts. Well, you leave your house to go do yarn.
I leave my house every day.
I do yarn at my house, in my studio. So I don't remember the color name of this because this was one of the first ones I got from her. Oh. And I got it like 3 or 4 years ago. Wow. One of my favorite colorways that I ever got from her, and I think she's released it again this year, is I think it's called Peppermint Mocha. It's her Christmas color. Mm-hmm. It's got like pinks and like a light aqua and a brown in it. It's a Christmas color.
Yeah, and I made a favorite.
I made a pair of socks of those, and it's one of my favorites. I made them tall, like really long socks. So, and my favorite yarn of hers, and I don't know if she still sells it. I think she does. Is the Tencel.
Yeah,
I love the Tencel.
It's good for socks.
It really is. It doesn't pill, and it snugs to your foot. It doesn't get over, especially if like you get hot and your feet sweat at all. Mine don't, but I know a lot of people do. And it doesn't like stretch out of shape for some reason. I don't know.
Is that the sparkle?
No. Okay. It's a merino Tencel.
Yeah, that's the...
it's like a bamboo-y fiber, I think.
Yeah, that's the thing that always threw me off of like getting the Tencel. Because I'm like, it's like tinsel.
It's not tinsel. It's Tencel.
Yeah, but just like that, oh my gosh, get off that. Okay. It's like that mental like block you have, you know. It's like, oh, tinsel. I don't really want sparkle yarn. It's like, no. It's just an extra like stability like nylon would be. Like it just helps reinforce it.
Yeah. Well, and I that's what I made. I got Peppermint Mocha out of a couple years ago, and so it's my favorite pair of socks I've ever knit because they just stay snug. Mm-hmm. And I do have other fibers from her, but that one's my favorite. So if I ever can get that, I always order the Tencel because I love it. So that's what I'm doing. I wish I knew the name of that one. I just don't remember.
Yeah, and she may not have it because it's a couple years old.
Couple years, yeah. She's got a lot of the same ones, but she does come out with new ones. But I love it. I just love stripy socks. I love striped yarn.
I'm the same way with like having my specific favorite base though. Because I've actually been knitting on socks, which is a little weird for me.
It's funny that we both have been knitting on socks.
And it's been it's a vanilla.
Oh, that's what I did?
Yeah. Self-striping yarn.
And you made long ones.
I always do long.
I either do all long, like all the way up to the top of my calf.
Yes.
Or I do this length. Yes. I've done shorties. I like those too, but this one's my favorite.
I love it.
And it's quick. It's a quick knit.
These are
those look like a Halloween color, but they're not.
It's called Interstellar, and it's by Nomadic Yarns. Mm-hmm. And I also have my favorite base, which is her sturdy sock. It's a 75-25, and it's plush. When you're knitting it, it just like it's dense.
And it's a 75/25?
Not the top. It'd be this part.
Oh,
yeah, it's a 75/25, and it just creates a really good dense fabric. And then for the toes, the heels, toes, and cuffs, I used a blue from
somewhere.
Oh my god!
From who? Meg?
No, it used to be our Fluffy.
Oh, Knit Picks.
Knit Picks, and it's the
Knit Picks Stroll.
Thank you.
I don't know the colorway. Don't put me on the spot there. I gave you all the other answers.
So proud of you. That was great. So Knit Picks Stroll in their sparkle. So Stroll Sparkle.
Let me see. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on.
Come here.
I like it.
It
matches really well.
Yeah, I know. It ended up
it goes
really working.
well. Yeah.
But these are my movie knitting. So when we go out to the theater.
You still go to the theater?
Yeah. Are you kidding?
I haven't been to
Have you been to the one in Provo or Orem by my house?
No.
It has the luxury seats. So there's less people in each theater.
I don't think I've been to the movie in 5 years.
They recline.
Yeah, I haven't been.
And the feet go up, and I love it.
Nice.
You can order food beforehand, and they'll bring it to your seat. And
it's not like they have some like that have been there for quite a while. They don't bring it to you, but you can bring it in. Yeah. That's awesome. I like that's a selling point.
Exactly,
right there.
Exactly. I'm like, I won't go to the other theaters. I'm only going to this one.
It's kind of like grocery delivery.
It's like, I
mean, that's the best thing to ever happen to me.
I mean, there's some movies that you have to see in the theaters.
Yeah, I just
the new Spider-Man.
And I've heard Top Gun. Have you seen Top Gun?
I haven't seen that yet, but I really want to.
I've heard that one is really good. Even if you're not like a Tom Cruise fan, or if you're not particularly into those kind of movies, I've heard it's really good.
Who doesn't like Top Gun though?
Well, a lot of people haven't seen the first Top Gun because it was so long ago.
God, I watched that on VHS.
I don't even know if you were born when the first one came out.
I think it came out in 91, actually.
Okay, I thought it was before that, but
no, yeah, I think it was 91.
Yeah,
a lot of really good blockbusters came out in 90 and 91.
And I hear you don't have to have seen the first one to enjoy the second one.
But you're going to get a lot of references if you watch the first one, because I already saw some of the little nods, and I'm like,
okay. Mm-hmm. So have you seen the first one?
Oh, yeah. I watched it growing up at Dad's house on VHS.
That's so funny. Yeah, it's so old. That movie, and one of the other favorites of mine from back then, was from the 80s, An Officer and a Gentleman with Richard Gere.
You know, I've actually never seen that one.
Oh my God.
That's one I have not seen.
I don't know why I like that one so much. It's just a love story, and it's just, I like it. There's passion in it, you know. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for that.
I do like it. Wait, no. I'm thinking about Richard Gere.
And
Who did you say it was?
Yeah, Richard Gere.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty Woman. He was in Pretty Woman.
Well, he was in everything with her.
He was in Chicago.
Roberts? Oh, my God.
He was in Chicago where he sang.
Dude, he's so good.
He's not good of a singer, but I mean, he's...
No, he did pretty.
Yeah.
He held his own.
He's okay.
Okay.
I'm proud of him for singing, because I don't know that I would want to sing in a movie.
And he has a little...
Yeah.
voice. I love it.
Anywho,
no, Runaway Bride. It's probably my favorite with him.
Oh, man. That's
him and Julia Roberts. That and My Best Friend's Wedding with her.
And Steel Magnolias with Julia Roberts, one of the best movies ever.
I have not seen that.
Holy
I know.
That is the ultimate chick flick too. But it's sassy. It's like a sassy movie, a sassy girl movie. But I love stories in it.
Ooh,
I mean, it's Dolly Parton's in it. And
oh my God.
Sally Fields is in it, and Daryl Hannah. And I mean, there's just so many great women, strong women in it.
Steel Magnolias. Okay, I need to watch that.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. More yarn.
Yeah. So, this, and I don't know if. Oh, I did.
Did you make two of them?
Oh! Get off!
Man.
I'm almost done with the second one. So this is, I think 2.5 years
of working on it
during the theater. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah.
I need to.
I'm proud of myself.
I have some like that are just almost done.
I'm so proud of myself.
I just got to
Did you have anything else?
That's all of the things in progress.
Okay, then I have this other one from Nomadic Yarns as well. And
is that Halloween?
I actually think it was Harry Potter, but she doesn't have it anymore.
Let me see.
It's like 3 years old.
It's like orange and black and tan and burgundy. Oh, that's a great combo.
I really like
it. It looks Halloween-y.
It does. And so I did the self-striping, but I did this fun cable motif on the front.
I like that. I usually do add stuff into myself.
Yeah, it's just a little fun. And honestly, I think self-striping yarn with cable is so fun. I think it looks good. Yeah, with any pattern. But like if I were to do a lace pattern on self-striping, I think it would lose it a lot. Like you wouldn't be able to see it as much. But when you have like a cable pattern, I think it's, or even slip stitches, sometimes you can kind of get away with seeing
I
them.
did a slip stitch pattern on my Freckled Whimsy Christmas Advent skein from last year. I did a pattern on my Woolen and Nosh Advent set too, but I'm not done with it. I've got to fit. That was a great yarn. Is it Targhee or Corriedale? I love it.
That one's a good base too. But so yeah, I'm working on this one, but this one's less of a movie theater because it has cables.
That's so
Even
folly.
though I have attempted it in the theater.
That's very autumnal.
Yeah. So I'm just year round.
So pretty.
Year round. Oh, and this is my bag by Beautiful Sister, who are also going to be. This is some of their bucket bags.
I love it.
I love it. I got this
one of those.
Indian Tangled last year.
I got one too
during Rhinebeck. And they are going to be at Woolen Folk this year with us.
You guys,
not with us.
Okay, last year Woolen Folk probably had what, 15 to 20 vendors?
Yeah, maybe.
It was around 20, I think. I counted the vendors the other day, and so far, I don't know if they're going to keep adding, but they have like 51.
Yeah.
It's going to be so much bigger. I feel like they keep
adding because we got our names in there very last minute.
Yeah, and
not that they were like running out of space or anything.
They're having a podcaster porch, is what they're calling it. Because you like go up these steps to like an area where they had live music. Did they have food? I know they had drink.
Well, they had a bar.
Yeah, they had a bar.
Oh, but they have food vendors there.
And Shelly Can, her booth was up there on the platform.
I bet she loved. Well, she did love that.
It was nice and it was a nice area.
But
I think like
guys, this is gonna end up being its own festival. I swear, this is gonna be its own event, which sucks because Indian Tangled is on the same day, and then I know that Floxy is doing a roller skating party, which is what they're calling it, but it's still like
they're actually roller skating.
Well, they're roller skating, but they're having vendors there too and stuff. So. It's like, it's all on the same day, and it's like, Woolen Folk alone would be, honestly, its own little show.
And it runs from like 11 to 7 or something. So it's kind of right in the middle. I try to hit all of them. We always try to.
We always do, though.
Yeah, we always try to hit all of them.
Yeah, try to hit them all. I think they're all on the same side of the bridge, at least. So,
and I don't think, I know Indian Tangled does time slots. You buy tickets for a time slot, right?
Yeah, I don't think Woolen Folk is
doing that. I don't think Woolen Folk is doing that. I think it's just open season. You just go, which I like.
I don't think that makes sense to do it the
other
time
way. Slots?
Yeah, like I get it, but when it's an outside venue, which Indian Tangled was last year, and no one's really monitoring it.
But you know what? It was
it just makes it seem more chaotic.
It would have been, if they'd have done just open season, it was really busy, and we had a time slot. It would have been super busy. Remember how busy it was in the buildings? I mean, it's a busy venue. Yeah. I don't know. I just know that first year we went, it was really, really busy. It was awful.
Oh my God.
The very first year they had it.
That wasn't the first year they had it. That was the second year.
Second year.
First year we went.
But it wasn't too small of a venue. But the second year wasn't bad. But did they do the time slots the second year when they did it at the bigger place?
They did that
last year they changed it to a different place.
And I loved it.
It was more outdoorsy and there was a breeze. I felt bad for the vendors though because there was sun shining.
Yeah, there was sun shining on some of them.
Yeah, but I think the Woolen Folk is going to be awesome.
Gonna be massive.
They seem like really good people to work with, and the vendors are wonderful. A lot of our friends that we know,
they're getting a wide array of like talent. With like different crafts and stuff.
Which is super exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think it's going to be a fantastic show. But yeah, it's going to turn into its own event.
I think it will. I think it's going to become a really big event.
From 2 years from now, it's going to end up being 2 days.
I think so. I bet by next year.
You think so?
I think so. Well, they have 51 booths already. I mean, it's going to be, and I think it would be smart because then people could go to it one day and then Indian Tangled the next day, or, you know.
But I understand because not everyone's going to take a whole week off. But I swear in about 10 years, you guys, it's just going to be a week-long yarn festival. And it's going to be great.
I swear. They keep adding things every year. And I wish that they still had Stitches Up. That was a lot of fun. But I don't think they're doing that. Gosh, why do I ask?
How dare you?
Well, it's been a while since I've had to speak the words.
Well, Needles Up is put on by Legacy Fiber Arts.
Some of our friends, and we love them. And
Chelsea has 2 kids now. I know. And Sue is doing a lot of like stitching stuff.
I know, needlework type
actual
stuff.
needlework. Which
that's awesome. She's so good at it.
Right by down her little repertoire.
I think she has a podcast with someone.
She does.
And it's called, I knew the name of it, and now I can't think of it.
How dare you?
I know.
How dare you?
But we love Sue.
It's not Needles. No, it's not that.
I don't remember.
I know you're talking about though, because I actually watch it like a lot. when I'm getting ready in the morning. Odin loves it.
Oh, good. That's what
Odin
matters.
Loves them.
That's what matters.
Yeah. He'll sit at my feet while I'm getting ready in the bathroom. He'll just be like, "Oh yeah, I love these ladies. That's great.
Let's do this."
Yeah.
He knows their name, their voices.
Oh my god, but they stitch the most beautiful things.
Stitching is
so
really.
It's something I want to be proficient at, but
because is it cross stitch or is it embroidery or both?
It's cross stitch.
Cross stitch.
I know that they do
other
stitch. Like everything, freeform, all that stuff. But oh my gosh, the intricacies! Like I'm like looking at things online and buying like beginner things. I'm like, I am so good at this.
Hand-dyed flosses.
Oh my god, there's like 80 colors in some of these things. I'm like,
oh, more than that.
Oh my god.
I mean, there's more than that in the commercial kind.
And the thing that really sucks is if I were to make something beautiful,
you could,
and hand it down to someone, it's probably gonna get like sent to Goodwill at some point.
Yeah, not everybody appreciates a good cross stitch, but I don't even care. I think it's the cross stitch is definitely one of those process things. You while you're doing it, and then seeing your completed project is so rewarding.
Yeah,
because they take a long time.
Yeah,
especially the big ones. I used to make little ones. I did one on a sweatshirt for my niece when Brittany was born. I made her a little one with something on the front. Yeah,
didn't even make me one.
But it's really fun. It's just intricate.
I'm the same age as Brittany. Why didn't I get that?
You're not the same age. She's younger. But my eyes are so bad now. Yeah. I don't think I could do it effectively without like a magnifying glass attached around my head. Something I'd have to wear like a little halo thing that had the little.
You'd be like the hottest stitcher out there.
I think so too. Yeah.
They'd put you on the cover of their magazine.
Yeah. I'd make decorative headbands for it and stuff. God. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. But I already have a giant ass magnifying glass I use when I'm doing my stitch markers that I'm making. It makes
then your handy dandy neck lamp.
Oh my gosh, I have a neck lamp.
I need a neck lamp for
I took my neck lamp to Ireland with me because it was a long flight. Here's a funny thing,
all those jealous bitches looking at you with your neck lamp.
I did a lot of traveling during that time because I was traveling for my job and then traveling for yarn.
That was the year that we like left and did trips like 7 times that year.
I think I did 10 that year because I had work ones.
I did 10 that year too because I did trunk shows.
You did, that's right. And when I went to Ireland, I thought I'm going to get a neck lamp for the plane ride because I don't sleep on planes very well. So I'm like, I'm going to be awake when everybody else is sleeping. This is a great idea. So I get my lamp out, my neck lamp out of my bag when I'm on the plane. We're all seated. We get our little meal. We do a little bit of chatting. People start turning their lights off. Start, just settling in and start going to sleep. And I'm like, I have a neck lamp. I get that out, put it around my neck. I push the button and it's like floodlights. The whole cabin lights up. And I'm just like, grabbing them.
People are thinking, like, what is she grabbing?
Hey, how is this going to work? And I'm like, maybe I'll just do the little light up here like you're supposed to. Ching, ching. Because it's not very bright.
Is that bright.
It's not very bright, the one that's above you, but it goes right down on you so nobody else is bugged by it. Neck lamps, on the other hand, you're wearing a snake around your neck and it's like bendy. So I had it like pointed down, but they're crossing, and so it was like it was all over. I'm like, okay, I can't do that.
You woke everyone up.
Seriously.
Especially the person right next to you.
Robin, my sister. No, she went to sleep. So I turned that off. But that's okay. I did use it when we were in the hotel room when my sister. Actually, it wasn't really hotels. It was more like little
hostels.
Bed and breakfast
rooms.
Type things. Yeah. So I would use it there, and I would use it at home when Vaughn would go to sleep. If I was still knitting, then I would sometimes just turn one of the sides on. Neck lamps are the best. I've been planning on getting one. I'm not gonna lie. They're really great.
I've definitely been planning on getting one.
They're really great. And also the other
just because I don't have overhead lighting in my house.
Well, right, that's true. You have your Stella lamp.
I have my Stella lamp. I have a couple of them actually, but.
And lighting, for us that have bad eyes, for those of you that have bad eyes, lighting is super important. It really is. Especially, I have cataracts, and so lighting. That's one of the things that's how a lot of times you even have cataracts, is because everything seems darker. But the other cool thing I got, and I use it sometimes when I'm knitting now. If I'm sitting here at this table in my office, I have that magnifying lamp thing.
Yeah.
It's a circle light with a magnifier. I don't necessarily use the magnifier, but just the lighting.
You have to be super careful with those, though.
With a magnifier?
Yeah.
In case the sun shines on it. I can, you can burn ants and stuff.
Well, that
with
almost happened to one of.
I know. I had it out there. And the sun was shining in, and it was going onto my wooden table. And I'm like, it would probably take a lot to do that. But
it
I
started
just
happening to someone that we know was like, oh my god, I smell burning, and I can't figure out what the burning is. And then like days later, she found out it was because her lamp or her magnifying glass was by a window, and it was slowly like burning her carpet or something. Sizzling the carpet. Not her, not her carpet. It was like a blanket or something.
I could see that. But out there on that thick table, it probably wouldn't. It might.
Take
I mean, it wouldn't burn the table down, right? But if I had papers or something on it could. Yeah. Anyway, lighting is great. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. Sorry. Well, that's what I'm working on.
Yeah.
I have to take some things apart, but we'll talk about that.
Oh,
like every time we podcast now, I'm just like
making mistakes.
Here's another thing. Oh yeah, it's great. It's super great.
I think I did that last time when I was working on this sweater.
Well, I did it with this. I'm like, I don't like it. I'm taking it apart. And with those other ones, I'm just like, I don't like it, and I did it wrong.
Damn.
Do you want to know what it is?
What is it?
Because we're on the next section, I think.
Yeah, we are. We're going
in order.
Yeah.
So, finished objects?
Finished stuff. You want to go first?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Show me.
I was so excited about this idea, you guys. I was so excited. My twisted t-shorts. The brilliant idea I had about these cute little
Did it turn out good?
I put them on and I feel like I'm wearing bloomers.
I was going to say, did it spread it out? Make it ruffle? Because...
Oh, it's so cute. And I did them a little bit longer than I meant to.
Those are called gauchos. For those of you from the 80s.
I wore those in high school. Those made a comeback.
I don't remember them making a comeback.
Where it's like you look like you're wearing a dress, but in reality I'm walking and now I have pants on.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that was like
faux shorts.
Oh my god. But we didn't have them as shorts. It was only ever capris. It wasn't even pants. It was only capris.
Did you guys have the kind that were shorts in the back with a skirt in the front? Like a panel?
Hell no.
It looked, well, that was a good way to get away with wearing like a short skirt. But the back was just shorts.
We had skirts, but you didn't see the back. It looked like a skirt all the way around.
No, this one was shorts in the back, and then it came around like a wraparound skirt in the front, a skirt panel, so it looked from the front like you were wearing a short skirt, but you had shorts on. Anyway, show me let's see your bloomers.
The gauchos though?
Yeah.
That was like my junior and senior year of high school. That's what I wore to dance.
Hideous. I'm sorry, and I've seen people now wearing them.
Comfy as hell.
I know, but I've seen people wear them now. I don't remember wearing gauchos, and they weren't really supposed to look like a skirt. Mm-hmm. They were just like wide-legged, because everything was wide-legged.
Yeah, these ones were like, they were made out of like a nylon stretch fabric, but they were like super breezy. So it was like extra fabric and stuff. And when you're sitting there, it looks like a long skirt, but then you walk. Oh, they were so comfy. They were so comfy.
Gauchos were the shit.
They were in my high school too, because we had the stretch.
Did you guys call them gauchos
too?
Yeah,
we called them gauchos.
Okay. I don't remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I raised you and I don't remember that. Okay, let's see.
I had 3 pairs and I loved the one pair and I hated the second one.
Let's see your gaucho bloomers.
My gaucho bloomers.
You can wear them to bed.
And I did them wrong lengths on the legs.
Let me see. You can't even tell.
What? Well, I put them on. Actually, you can't really tell.
And you could block it. Stand with the book on under one foot, you'd be fine.
Actually, my hips are off anyway, so it
not that much.
But it's the wrong legs, so it'll just make it look longer on one side.
Wait, let me see again.
And shorter together, anyways.
They're so cute, Trysten, and it's not like you can just take it out easily because it's got these.
I know.
They're so cute, though.
Oh my god, Trysten. I love it.
And did you put the detail on the side? You did.
I did. I added the detail on the side, but honestly, like I made them a little bit too tall. And then so where they're riding up my
hiney.
Yeah, they're riding up my ass. And then they're like flowing out from there and they're just like whoosh. And then you have extra details on the side and it's like, okay, I didn't need all this. I didn't need the details on the side and the bottom. It looks so bad. And so I'm actually gonna rip them back. I'm just like
it's gonna be hard to get
a lot.
It's gonna be hard to rip back.
Especially the way that I do bobbles.
Well, and are you gonna rip out the bead part?
Oh my god, I don't have to rip out any bobbles.
You don't on the sides?
No, because I didn't do them further down. Oh my god.
Wait, so this is gonna be hard to rip out because of
I'm just gonna put a bowl underneath it and like rip there and just hope that everything falls down, then vacuum.
Do you have any more of this yarn left?
Oh yeah. I got a little bit left.
Then just cut this section off.
No.
Okay, I see people do that, and it's like I've done that actually on a couple things where I'm like, it's taking me
I do that
days.
with mohair.
Yeah, if you're
mohair.
holding mohair double, you almost have to.
Sometimes.
Holy crap!
Oh no, I've frozen a sweater before, and then did it, and it was so much easier.
I've never.
So you can put your sweater. If you have to take mohair back at all, you can put it in the freezer for like a couple hours.
Brilliant.
Because it makes the fibers kind of release.
Well, yeah, and yeah, that makes sense. I like work up a sweat trying to take those out sometimes.
No, I had to take apart an entire Sanderson sweater for my photos because I needed it longer, and then it started pooling in the middle, so I had to like take it almost all the way out, and that was like a 4-hour thing. It was great.
Yeah.
But I would have just like gone at it with a knife at one point
I'm
if
serious.
it had not been frozen.
If you just were to cut
This
one
isn't
cut
going to be bad.
and then take...
Oh, no, I can put a lifeline in there and do that.
Yeah,
but I thought you meant just like cut it off and throw it away. I'm like,
No. You could still just... I mean, you'd have to cut it in one spot.
this isn't going to be bad though.
Yeah.
Because there's a couple different ways that you can add beads onto your knitting. And with this one, it's part of the stitch. Like, so I basically grabbed put the beads on a Flegel needle.
Yes,
I did that too. I grab the stitch and then pull that through. So when I'm doing it, I can just be like, unravel.
It's tedious, but it's so worth it.
Oh God, I love beading.
Beading is fun.
So I'm gonna take it back and literally like start the shorts part. Because I started it.
And then the waistband too.
You can really see.
Well, this is the top down, isn't it?
Top down, yep.
So you can't really do anything with the top. Except
I'm just
fold
gonna
it
have
over.
like super high waisted ones.
You can fold it over and sew it in place and make it like a, you know what I mean? Oh, it already is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say you could get elastic.
Gosh, I have dog hair all over this.
Just wear suspenders with it. You know.
Oh my God.
Adorable.
I'm gonna knit my own suspenders with it.
Cute little tank top and some suspenders. That would be so cute.
No, I think I'll be okay. But that was the other thing. Oh, yeah. That was the other thing, because they're so high, like they end up like falling down a little bit, and so I have saggy bloomers.
Saggy bum. It's like
so
an adult diaper cover.
I know.
Are those soakers? Did you make an adult
I made some soakers. But so yeah, if I just take out the bottom portion of each leg and make it shorter, it's not going to look as bad. Because if I still made like longer shorts, it'd be like, I think those are falling.
Okay, they look gigantic. I'm just going to say it because you made them so tall.
I know.
And I think it's cute. They look really comfy.
One thing I could do, since I can't take the top out, I actually could take each pant or short leg out and pull it back to like here, and then start the crotch earlier.
And then the waist would be perfect because it kind of goes in.
If I did it by like an inch shorter, I think actually that's what I'm gonna do.
You could totally do that.
Because I kept thinking, I'm like,
are you gonna redo the beaded part?
Well, I was thinking, I'm like, my ass will not fit into that, and so that's why I made it a little bit longer in the body part of it. I am not gonna do the lace again. I'm just going to do ribbing. I think it's gonna be super cute that way.
Is that what the pattern has, is ribbing?
Yeah, it just has ribbing. I actually thought I was doing like everything to pattern except for everything that I changed.
You know what would still be cute though,
but this was supposed to be ribbing too.
I was gonna say, if you did this on the bottom, the legs, I think it would be comfortable.
Oh my God!
Because then they wouldn't be like to your leg.
Pucker under.
Yeah, I think that would be really cute. Mm-hmm. Try that, and that would be easier.
Those would still look like bloomers, but they'd be comfy bloomers.
I don't think so. I think they would, if you made them short, and they just would have like an under cuff. And so they'd come around, your leg's like, this is your leg. This is them.
I feel like they would write up less because they'd be like,
here's my thought. I feel, I'm doing a feel statement here. I feel like with ribbing, there's the potential for them to look like diaper covers.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Because they would cling and make it look like you're wearing like little girl ruffle butt pants. I think the fold under would be.
I did want my.
I mean, I've seen them on the designer Brianna Lupina. Right?
Oh, yeah, by Brianna
Lupina.
I think it's Brianna. That's Brianna.
She probably doesn't care. She's
going to be like, guys,
adorable.
You know me, what the heck?
But I think they looked, the ribbing looked fine on them when I saw them.
I didn't think they were ribbing.
Yeah.
Like, I straight up, I'm like, I don't know how to do that.
It must not be a lot of ribbing. It must be.
No, it was a lot. Well, the
I wonder if she
didn't look
stays
like it
the
was
same
ribbing.
needle size or something so they don't go in. I feel like that would just make them. I have no idea.
Well, I'm like looking at the top and stuff, and her photos, like, she wrote me, I posted a photo of them, and she's like, oh, I like how you didn't do the ribbing on the top. I'm like, I was supposed to do ribbing on the top.
Alaska made them too, and I think she did something.
She made slightly different ones.
I think she made a different pattern. They're really cute.
They're super cute on her.
And Alaska has a perky butt.
I know, little dancer, little dancer tush.
She looks really cute in hers too. I don't think I could wear them. Such a good color.
I could wear them.
I don't think.
Why aren't you talking about my perky little butt?
You have a perky butt too. I haven't seen them on you. I've seen hers on her, and her butt looks.
Don't look at me in these because they do not look perky.
I would look horrendous. I think. I don't think I could wear those. I don't have the body shape for that.
I'll do lace for you.
I'm almost 52 years old. I'm not going to wear those.
You look great.
I probably would look like I'm wearing a diaper cover.
I'll still make you a pair.
But I wouldn't. I think those that.
I think they'll be.
I
think I'm going to do that.
This top,
which is a fold over
with a whole sweatpants would be way comfy with the folded underbottom, not ribbed, because then they'd be like a yoga pants flowy, like gaucho-y bottoms. Well, like, you know,
this is why I actually do this on a lot of my sock patterns, is because this actually holds tension and makes it stretch back better than ribbing.
It's thicker.
So it actually cinches
that makes sense.
When you do it like this.
Totally makes sense.
And so when you're talking about doing it for the pant legs, I'm like, pull it in.
I wouldn't do decrease. I wouldn't do as many decreases. I'd probably want them to be straight, because then they'd be like wide leg, but not wide. But you know, yoga pants.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm like, I can make them like the I Dream of Genie pants.
You totally could. You could bring the cuff in. You just don't do as many, just keep it a straight leg and then bring it in and make a band around the bottom. Like joggers. I have joggers like that. You got me some.
Oh yeah, I wear them every night.
Yeah, I think from Amazon.
But yeah, that was a long-winded explanation of
I am so happy you showed those. That's so cute.
I make so many mistakes every single time I do anything.
Check out Brianna's.
She has pants.
Brianna's, I'm sorry, Brianna. If it's Brianna or Brianna.
We'll just switch it up every single time.
She's a smart girl.
She's
psychology.
So
I think she has a PhD now.
Well, like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Girl, Brianna.
But she's got some cute, like, joggers and shorts and stuff. A lot of designs.
Yeah, Brianna, she, okay, I'll stop. She makes it in the pattern where you can literally, like, do it for your shape.
How you want it.
Not just your size, but your shape for your body, which I love. It's very customizable. I'm assuming, without knowing, that it's across all of her bottoms patterns. But she has quite a few bottoms on there.
Does she?
Which makes sense because she flashed her bottom to us at Rhinebeck.
Did she? Well, she did. She was wearing a bodysuit.
She's wearing a bodysuit. I'm like, I want to see that.
That was a cute pattern too. The bodysuit
by Knit Diaries.
Well, and you could do a bodysuit like this kind.
That's why when I was looking at that, I'm like, I've knit a crotch before.
You know, and honestly, you could do this, but what I would do, this is what I would do.
Okay.
I would make a bodysuit up into the waist. And then at the waist, you go to bigger needles and you increase. And so it looks like when you're wearing pants, you have a tucked in shirt. But I want to use like almost like a lace or a surrey to make it a blousey.
That's really, really,
what?
Showing your age.
No.
Wasn't that like something very popular in the 80s?
No, if you're wearing like a straight skirt, like business suit, you want your shirt tucked in. You don't need a shirt. Yeah.
I guess that is popular now again too. Because I think Molly of a Homespun House, I think she has a lot of those.
Well, hers is casual. Type. That's a casual.
Oh, you want fancy?
I'm like business. Like if you're wearing like a business type.
You want to see my body, my business onesie?
Do you have it with you?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Potential clients, you're like, you want to see my business?
But no, like if you're wearing like a
business and also the pool.
But like if you're wearing like a jacket, like an jacket.
I'm making fun of you. That actually sounds
business
really
jacket.
Cute. I get what you're saying.
I'm totally Banana Republic here. Come on.
That would be really cute, actually.
Okay, never mind.
I love it.
You don't.
I do.
You just made fun of it for like 15 minutes. Just kidding.
Honestly, it's because I made the Eric calls it a onesie. I made the onesie for me, and he to this day has not let me live that down.
I thought it was adorable.
I thought it was super cute.
Yeah, anyway. Okay. Well, I have a finished object.
I want to hear about it.
Okay, I remember on our last podcast, I had started this sweater that I'm wearing called the Beaufort or Beaufort 5 cardigan. And I'm like, yeah, I'll be done with that. For sure. I will for sure be done with it at our next podcast.
Hey.
It took me much longer than I expected.
Technically, it is finished for the next podcast.
But we are like 3 weeks late, 2 weeks late of our podcast.
Yeah.
Well, and it took me longer, a couple of reasons. Number one, I did the body, I didn't have any problems or do anything, you know. But the sleeves, I did make the sleeve and then I took it back out. But that didn't really take that long. But it's...
Why did you take it back out?
I didn't want to do my sleeve. I changed it up just slightly, twice. I thought it would be really cool to continue this pattern on the sleeve. But then I looked at it and I thought, no, I really don't like that. So I took it out and then I started the sleeve again and took it out again for some reason.
Well, did you want to add
and
that
then I decided, yeah, I was doing it just plain like the pattern said. And I'm like, it needs something.
Yeah.
I want something. I mean, it's beautiful without it. Isabel Kramer is the designer. And she's an amazing designer.
Oh, yeah. She just had a birthday sale and I walked away with like...
every time
your
she has
9 patterns. You're like, I'm kind of like the OG client of hers. And I already have all of that. Did you know that actually she is the reason that I wanted to start learning how to knit?
No.
Yeah.
What design?
It's such an old pattern. Well,
was it on Pinterest?
It was on Pinterest.
She has a
bunch
of them.
And it was one of her like really grungy looking ones, and it was a striped sweater.
I remember
where
that.
There's a panel up top, and it's like 3-4 stripes right here, and then the rest is just
plain.
Yeah, and yeah. Because when you look up knitting patterns, like even like
on Pinterest,
but years back,
I know,
like
10,
they were all hers.
Yep,
they were pretty much all hers on Pinterest.
A lot of hers, yep. Mm-hmm.
And so that was the reason. One of the reasons
she's been designing a long time, and she's younger than me. So what's up with that?
Yeah, she's been designing a while.
But I love Isabel.
Yeah,
I wish her the best right now. She just had a surgery, and I hope she's doing well.
Yeah.
But this is so it's a sport weight. I did the second size, which was for, I believe, a 44 or a 45 inch bust. And when they say that, that's not your bra size. Some people might think
was it for a 44 inch bust, or was it 44 inches finished measurement?
Finished bust measurement.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I meant.
So with your positive ease.
Mm-hmm, the largest part of your bust. And it's not, there's no buttons or anything on it. I love you make the ribbing as you're making the sweater and you're going back and forth. So you don't add this after, which is really cool. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what you said with the finished bust.
If you measure from here around to here, it's 45 inches finished bust measurement.
Okay.
Yeah, you measure it.
So you'd want, like, if you were like a 36 or something, you'd want to knit that size so that it was slightly oversized kind of thing. Because there's a positive ease recommended in the pattern. Is that right?
Well, that's including it's 45. You just measure. So if you wear like a size 36, and it's like what, 8 or 9 inches of positive ease. Okay,
that's what I was saying. I'm like, so if you're a 44 inch bust, you wouldn't necessarily knit this size.
No, this is, I made the 44 inch bust because I have large busties. Besties of the busties. Yeah, and I didn't want it to be form fitting. Yeah. I didn't stretch it a lot when I blocked it because it'll stretch a lot this way, but where there's no buttons and the bottom is not like a super tight ribbing. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to be bat wings. Yeah. I mean, so I can still block it.
It'd make the cardigan harder to stay on anyways if your shoulder ends up going way down here, because those cardigans are really hard to keep on if you don't have buttons.
I mean, the way that she did this, afterwards, though, you do pick up around the edge and do an I-cord edging.
Oh, and that's where you're like, I've been doing the I-cord edge
for 5 years.
For 5 days.
Yeah, I was on Sleeve Island for a long time.
And then you were on I-cord hell.
So the sleeves, I did add a little bit of a detail. I don't know if you can see it. The pattern that's on the sweater is like, it almost looks like a fish scale, doesn't it? Kind of.
Yeah, actually, I would call it my mermaid sweater.
I'll see if I can stand up. Yeah, it's like a mermaid look. See if I can stand up. We're in the tight spot.
We cinched ourselves in here pretty good.
We do. So I wore this nice black shirt so you could get the full effect.
And your jogging pants.
And my cool stripey yogas. So there's the back. And I didn't really do a gauge swatch.
I too live dangerously.
I do a lot of the time do a gauge swatch. I usually with Isabel's, I know how her gauge works.
Yeah.
Because I test knit for her and I made so many sweaters. So and I have a good feel about if I look at the yardage of the yarn she used, and I can match it up with the yardage of my yarn, you know. Mm-hmm. But I did need to stretch it, I think, a little bit more. It measures perfectly.
Yeah.
But I may, if you like it a little bit oversized, measure your bust, the biggest part of your bust. And so like I made the size that matched, I think it's like 2 inches different. I didn't do the
Okay.
you know what I mean? So it's not form fitting, but maybe if I should have made the size 3, I always worry with that though, because I do have a big bust.
And if you go too much larger with
then
the bust,
then it's large everywhere else.
Yeah.
And I didn't want it to be like too big up here or, too wide right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then the sleeves I didn't do all the decreases. So, and I kind of decreased more right here.
Yeah.
I added some decreases on the ribbing, on the first row of ribbing. Just cause that's how I like my sleeves.
Well, it gives it a little poof.
It gives it just a slight, I like a slouchy sleeve because I do,
But
I think I made it slightly, did I make
like
it
slouchy
longer?
where it's cute and little
Right,
slouchy,
not
but not
bell.
where it's getting in your food.
Right. I didn't want genie sleeves.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love the design of it. I showed you guys on the last podcast how she made the short rows and how, she started this. I love that. Thea Coleman does some cool things that way too. And maybe everybody knows this, but I've made a few sweaters, but most of them have been the same kind of construction.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them are from the same designer. So I've been trying to branch out and find different types of sweaters and different designers. But I really haven't. I think all my sweaters are from like 5 people. You're one of them.
I'm
one of them.
I'm so proud to have been on that list.
Actually, it's probably more than 5. I think I made like Andrew Mowry and Caitlin Hunter, Isabel Kramer, Thea Coleman,
Trysten Molina.
Add
me in that list of those cool people.
And then our friend that did the color block cardigan that we met at Rhinebeck.
Oh, yeah.
What's hers? I don't remember.
And she's like, I designed that.
I know.
I'm like, what?
I don't even remember.
It was the palette sweater.
The palette sweater.
And
oh my gosh, that was one of my first sweaters.
That was my first sweater.
Yeah.
That I didn't throw into a corner.
So I've got to branch out. Oh, I've made a petite knit sweater.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you got a couple.
Yeah, so I haven't made a ton of sweaters. But I loved this one.
You need to add Bad Wolf Girl Studios onto that.
I haven't made hers. I haven't made one of hers.
She got some cute ones.
She does. A lot of color work. I don't do a lot of color work.
So strange.
Have you noticed that?
I get that, but
I like it, but it's one of those that it's a lot of concentration.
I was gonna say it keeps my brain occupied.
And my knitting, people wonder how we get our knitting done with all the dyeing we do. I do mine at the kitchen table. Well, I sit at the bar, and every morning we have breakfast together, Vaughn and I, and we sit there for about an hour, just kind of watching the news, checking our emails, and I'll knit while we're having coffee. And then at nighttime when we're eating dinner, and then before bed, but not very long before bed.
I get like an hour in at the end of the night every night, and that's it.
Yeah. So,
right now, anyway.
And then, but you have some days,
on the weekends,
like the weekends. See, I don't take my weekends off, so I don't have like a big chunks of time on the weekends.
I force myself to because you need that recovery time, that brain.
I think
working especially where I'm doing like 16 hours a day.
I think working home is different though because as soon as I'm done working, I am home.
Yeah.
So I get done. I try to get done working early-ish.
Yeah.
You used to work a lot later.
I work until about midnight. But yeah, I work 14-ish.
Well, I was telling you a few weeks ago that I started going to bed earlier.
Well, when I'm not done working until midnight.
Well, I've never been early to bed. Not early, by midnight. That's still pretty late for a lot of people.
But that's early for you.
It is. We would stay up till 3 a.m.
That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, and
we're breaking the cycle though, but
breaking the cycle.
We're breaking the cycle.
Are you trying to go to bed earlier then?
Yeah, we are. And we're just forcing ourselves to wake up earlier, which has been horrible because I hate early.
It's hard when you're first doing it, but we get up between. Okay, this is gonna scramble your brains. Mondays is irrigation days. We get up at 5:45 every Monday, but then other days it's between 7 and 8.
And that's pretty good.
Every day.
That's what we've been honestly like. We've been getting up at 8:30, but I'm still up till like 3 a.m. I just don't sleep.
Yeah, that's the thing is.
That's the problem.
You need sleep.
But yeah, I have one more finished object.
Oh, show me.
Oh wait, no.
Do you?
Yeah, I have this one.
Yeah.
I was going to talk about my Sanderson sweater, but I'll talk about that next time.
Okay.
But I'm wearing my favorite adventure sweater.
It's awesome.
I wanted to bring it up because I know that people have been purchasing Advents and have been getting ready for like Advent season and stuff, and I wanted to design an Advent sweater. And yeah, this is a fingering weight sweater. It utilizes 25 minis, individual colors, and then a main color held throughout the entire pattern. And I wanted to do it, like, my intention and the reason why it's taken me so long to design one, an advent pattern, is because I don't want to knit another shawl. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it. And there's so many advent shawls out there anyways.
There are a lot.
That I wouldn't really be contributing that much. But if you're putting so much money into an advent calendar, which they are pricey, if you're putting that much time and energy into an advent, and people are like saying, oh, well, you can use the minis for heels, toes, and cuffs, you can use it for stripe here and there, or they're the shawls, or there's cowls and stuff. It's like, I kind of want to use all the colors in one thing.
Yeah.
Instead of just like splicing it here and there. It's like, no, this is like my Harry Potter advent sweater. This is my A Court of Thorns and Roses advent sweater, because I've done those in the past. But so I wanted something where you could basically utilize all the minis you get in whoever's pattern. I looked at all of the basic yarn bases that everyone gets yardage wise across all of the wholesaler accounts that we all get our bases from.
It's usually 2 to 3 different types, right?
And I wanted to make it so regardless of what size you knit, which goes through I think either a 72 or 74 inch bust, regardless of the size, you will not need more than 1 mini skein per stripe.
That's awesome.
That was
because that's
the biggest thing.
20 grams. They're anywhere from what, 70
I think the
to
most
90 yards each?
Yeah, it's like 70 to 90 yards, and I think the most, I'm wearing my jogging shorts, I think the most you will ever use in any one of these is 13 grams instead of 20. So
that's perfect though.
Yeah, so
it's cozy.
It's super cozy. It's just
it's just stripes. It's not faded, nothing like that.
Nope.
It's just stripes.
The one thing, well, it's throughout the body you hold the main color through the majority of it, and then you do one by one every other row, knit in one color and then knit in the other color, and then you do a stripe of the main color, and then so on and so forth, and you switch it up. So it ends up being like a seed stitch pattern, and you do that for like 10 rows or so. And I don't mind telling you, because this pattern is super, like, it's easy but written. It's like 17 pages long because of all the sizes, all the increases, decreases, all that stuff. Yeah, it looks complicated when you print out all the paper, but it's not. It's super easy. And then on the sleeves you do it inverse, and so you're holding all the minis for the main color, and then you're doing the seed stitch with the real main color.
Yeah, that's cool how you've reversed them.
Well, you want to utilize most of your mini instead of be like, oh yeah, I used all the colors, but I only used 2 grams of this one color, because really it was just the sleeves, and then you have like all that left over, and it's like, well, yeah, it's in there, but... So I wanted you to be able to use more of it. I think the most you use on the sleeves is like 7 grams.
So are the sleeves different mini colors than the bodies?
Yeah, so it's like, I think it's like 15 throughout the body, and then the rest is on the sleeves.
That's awesome.
And yeah, I
you released this a while, like after January, right? Right after January.
Advent season, I released it.
That's fine, because a lot of people are still there with nothing to do with
figuring out like what to knit with it and stuff. And I don't weave in ends, so they're just kind of like...
I may not have woven in all the ends on this sweater too. Hey,
okay, you're gonna have to cut that out. I just showed my raw.
Who cares? I showed mine on the last one.
Okay, yeah, whatever. But yeah, so I just tie them off like this and tuck them in.
That's, you know what? That's a good idea.
It's the same with like my sleeves and stuff. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna pile a bunch of them together. I'm just gonna tie it off, and they're good to go. Because I don't weave in ends anyways until after the sweater is blocked. So, hey, just because they move around, I don't want it to pinch or anything.
You know, I've been weaving mine in as I go, and it makes, when you're finishing the sweater, it makes it like a joyous, happy surprise.
Well,
you know,
ends can like
all mine are tucked in except for whatever my last sleeve was.
Here's like, screw you.
I'm just gonna put it on.
But yeah, so it's great. It's honestly, once you get the idea of like how to do it, it's like, okay, this is easy. But I try to like really lay it out. And one of my testers her name's Jess from Totally Rad Jess Yarn Company. She did one where she actually, I think she either used 7 colors or 9 colors, but they were rainbow.
Ooh, nice.
And she held a bare yarn throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then she just used rainbow colors. And the main thing you want to concentrate on is that your main color needs to contrast with everything. like with all the other colors.
Yeah, that makes
but
sense.
All the other colors can be as close or as far apart as you want because you're still going to see them.
Yeah.
Because they don't touch.
Because they contrast with the main color.
Yeah. So as long as you have that, like, it doesn't matter what minis you throw in it, you'll be able to see them. And yeah, so it just works really well. So it's one of my greatest accomplishments to this day.
It's awesome.
And I'm never going to design anything for Advents again. I'm done. I made my contribution.
At least not a sweater.
What would I do? A shawl? Why would I do a shawl? Why would I ever do a shawl?
I think shawls are just really cool to knit because you don't have to fit them to anything. It's just one pattern. You don't have to do sizing.
Instead of being like, oh yeah, let me show you what I'm wearing. Here's a shawl. It'd be like, look what I'm wearing.
I like them.
I have 2 shawls that I love. So but they're bigger shawls and they're great.
They're great.
And they're not fingering weight.
They're big squishies.
Yeah.
One of them's brioche, right? Didn't you do a brioche?
No,
one?
It's fisherman.
Oh, but you did a brioche one too. You have a big brioche shawl that's
I do
beautiful.
not wear that.
But you used to. It's squishy.
I wore it in Scotland.
Yeah, that's right. Well, so should we move on to, we'll finish up with just showing some cool things in our shop.
That's so much show and tell. So if you don't want to see all the stuff that we're excited about, like in our shops and stuff, like, it's cool. Don't let us enable you. But we have so much to show. Like we said, like autumn's coming up, so we're just getting super inspired, and like Halloween.
I'm probably not gonna.
Yeah, that's fine. Me neither. I'm gonna move that bit.
You go first. I think you have more things to show.
Okay. Well, I came up with the first bit. I know there's gonna be so much more, but of my autumn collection. So we got cinnamon sticks. I don't remember the color of half these. But this is the mini set I have in the shop right now.
How many are there in it?
8. And this is the first one that I'm doing. I know this one's like apricot.
I like that.
That's pretty perfect.
That's a good name.
And
one of them looks like yams, like sweet potatoes.
Oh no, that's with the minis. This one is apothecary.
Oh.
And then this one is dark roast.
I can't see what color that is.
Brown.
I like it. This one is really awesome.
Thank you. Oh, that's my autumn heartstrings.
Oh, look at that, you guys. It's got like orange in it with the black.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's my autumn heartstrings.
That's amazing.
Deep diving into autumn stuff right now. And
it's gorgeous.
Do you want me just to showcase all these real fast?
Yeah,
and we can
go ahead and just go through.
So this one is apothecary. I've been really stuck into the sagey, tealy, dusty greens right now, and this is just
I love greens.
For that.
I don't wear a lot of greens, but it seems to be one that I'm good at dyeing, which is weird.
And I wanted to this is
that's so pretty.
Thank you. It's actually inspired after I can never say his name. No, I can't say.
What's it from?
It's from The Hobbit, and it is the Elf King of the Woodland Realm. Our friend Tanya sent me a picture of a fan art of him. She's like, this needs to be
a colorway.
And I'm like, okay.
And you're like, challenge accepted.
It really does. Like, I am super proud of this right now. So, Wandering Woods, which hands down is my favorite autumn color so far. And it's just like a touch of autumn.
Yeah, it's got like that. It's not an aqua. It's like a sagey blue, though. Mm-hmm. It's more bluish.
It's apothecary
than green.
I like it. So, I kind of made it to go with that as well. And I wanted something that could also go with one of my colorways from 2 years ago that I love, which is Agatha, which more people have been actually knitting with recently from their stash. And I'm like, okay, I need to show people this color again because
I like that one. That's the one I was drawn to last time, I think.
Yeah, so it's just a good color.
Is that the one? Did you show that last time?
Not last time here, but it was a very similar-ish one.
Okay, yeah.
And then this one I decided is Ghost Lace.
Ghost Lace. Mm-hmm. I have one called Ghost Face.
Oh my god, I'm copying you again.
Because it's a scary person from a scary movie.
Yeah.
Let me see it up close. I like that. Like a dusty plums.
Mm-hmm. So it's a good pretty. Middle ground one. This one is dark roast.
Like a coffee.
Yeah, it has coffee. Or it does not have coffee. It's after coffee and stuff, but it's lots of browns, but it has like darks. I put orange in it, and so how it works with like the blacks and the browns that are in here, it just kind of like
it turns into like a dark melony color. Like
it's like you have to like look at it and you're like, oh my god.
It's as if you toasted cantaloupe.
or pumpkins.
Is there such a thing as toasted cantaloupe?
You guys check on that for us to figure it out, see if you like it.
Meanwhile,
this one is Cinestics.
Ah, that's
in a
cool.
big skein. I love this one.
That's a good color.
That is just a fun color.
That is a good color.
Yeah. And it's all of the reds and oranges, which I love. This one is
I love reds
October
and oranges.
Dragon.
Have I not told you reds and oranges are like my soul?
Like I'm like.
Hey, by the way, do my eyes look really blue in this sweater?
Yeah, they really do.
Do they?
They really.
Remember we talked about that? My eyes were gonna look.
And I'm like,
blue.
Mom, your eyes are gonna pop.
Do they?
They really do.
That's a plus.
They look so good.
If you have blue eyes, this color will make your eyes pop.
I was thinking a lot about fades recently too.
Oh yeah, that's a good fade. That's a perfect fade.
Oh my god. So this middle one is October Dragon, which is going to be part of my
that's another butternut
collection.
Color, like a butternut, like a squashy.
I'm loving these colors together. And I'm going to be doing Comfort Fade Cardi kits soon. And I think this is probably going to be possibly one. And then recently I've been really getting into Stranger Things because of the new
Don't tell me what happens.
And I'm not going to tell you what happens. And these colorways don't give anything away. They're more of like one's a song that's in it. And then the other one's just kind of like a cheeky, like, that sucks kind of thing overall of the whole series. And so this one is Running Up That Hill. I showed the colorway last time, but
that's awesome.
I made
sock
really sets. Well. Thank you. So I made sock sets with it, and these are in the shop now. And actually, I've done 3 different releases of this now.
Sold out every time.
Sold out every time. So these are back in the shop. I'm probably going to be dyeing up more next week, but I know I am going to be bringing these to Woolen Folk. And then the next one, I actually just barely got pictures of today and put it on the website. This one is called Hopper in Hell.
Yeah, I don't know what happens.
He has like rotten luck or whatever. But you saw up to the point where I'm talking about.
I did.
Yeah, so I love.
That's really pretty though together.
There's like colors. Gray under it. Honestly, it's a gray undertone.
See it close up.
And it looks like muddled, like a lot of muddied and stuff.
Well, that's how a lot of your yarn looks.
I know. Oh, I know.
So it's really in line with your style.
It's great, but I love this gray undertone with it. But I had to put a purple and an orangish one with it. So
it's really pretty.
I honestly was gonna call it the upside down, but I think I have a different idea for the upside down now. So yeah, this one's in the shop, and that's all the yarn.
You have to have an upside down colorway.
I know, you just have to. It's like in every single season.
I had the snowball.
Oh, that one was good.
I had a lot of those.
Because you love Stranger Things too.
I do.
Like you got really into it. That was the first fandom I ever think I saw you jump into.
I just thought it was the first season I just loved, and I think it just because it took me back to when I was a kid. They did it really well. Like they really did it. It was such a nostalgic feeling watching that, because a lot of that stuff I knew exactly what it was.
I think you'd like the recent season. Well, I mean, they stick with that whole kind of like
I'm sure that
retro.
I would love it. But I'm just gonna go through mine really quick. I have 2 new sock sets. That I think I've decided I'm just going to bring to New York.
Really?
Well, I'm going to see how much time I have, but they're autumn sock sets. I do have other sock sets though. These aren't. These aren't.
Oh yeah, this was like. We have so much yarn.
These do not have names yet.
I love that so
much. This colorway, and there's berry going through the main skein. That's why I did a kind of a berry color.
I'm really always in awe of how you make autumn so bright. Like you're really good at it.
I do like bright. Thank you. I do like to put brights together. And then this one, and I do love reds. So I love this color will be at Woolen Folk too.
It's almost like flannel.
My red, I had to make it a little bit of a brighter. I wanted it to contrast really well.
And it does.
I like that. I just love to have a good contrast. So this has some red running throughout it. But I do have other sock sets in the shop. So if you want sock sets that are autumnal, these are full skeins. But I have this skein, which is spiked gingerbread coffee, and it has a warm ginger mini, and those are in the shop right now. And then I have a cinnamon pumpkin latte with a spicy citrus mini. I have a couple other sock sets in there too. So this is actually a mini. I have full skeins of that too. And then I just wanted to point out, these have been in the shop, but I've got my line of Halloween colors, which are pretty non-traditional. Some of them are non-traditional.
Yeah.
So this one's called After Dark, and it's got like a black and navy blue base. doesn't look navy blue, but there's blues in it.
I love that.
And then this one is a light navy. It's called Haunted House with some pops of yellow.
Oh, and like the windows with it shining out.
Yep. And I'm probably going to make some sock sets out of these too. So you can find those. This is Orb Weaver, which is a spider.
That's
with
cool.
Black and orange. And this one's my favorite. I don't know why. I love this one. It's called Fairy Cat. And it's a gray base with some pops of greens and blacks in it and gray. This one is, I believe this one's Goblin. I always get my two greens mixed up. This one's Goblin, which is greens. It has little pops of orange golds in it. And then the other green is, I think this one's Creature. This one's brighter. Right. I think this is Creature. It's got some orange and purples in it.
I really like that one.
Thank you. Phantom, which is just a lavender base with pops of purples and lavenders. Scarecrow, this is more autumnal. I love this one too.
I like that one.
It's subtle.
Such a good neutral.
Yeah, it's a subtle neutral. And this one is a full moon because it's yellow. I like yellows too.
I do too. It's hard to dye up a good yellow though.
I think this one's going to have a green mini.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Transylvania, because red.
Yeah.
And this one's Wicked. Purple with pops of black and green and gray. Jack-o'-lantern, of course. Orange and black. And this one is Nightmare, which is kind of like a brilliant bluish. It's kind of a purpley blue, but it's blue. Yeah. It's got pops of bright pink in it, though. It'll have a bright pink mini. And then Howl, which is another autumnal. I love this one too. It's got pops of orange and pops of purple and some bright yellow, some yellows in it.
I really like that.
It's really autumnal. So those are my Halloween ones. And there's 14 in that set. And I do have them in 2 different mini sets too. So I've got the rainbow, which is, these are Halloween colors, but I put them in a rainbow set, which I think rainbows are fun.
I think so too.
And then these are
you literally get a little bit of everything.
Yeah. This is the more neutrally set.
I love that.
Yeah. Grays, blues, some green. So yeah.
That's so cute.
That's what's in my shop. I really like this sweater.
I really like it on you.
It's really comfortable.
Super cute.
I haven't been really having to mess with it either.
Because you're so blind, you can't see that your eyes look gorgeous.
Well, it doesn't fall off my shoulders.
It's because it's not knit. It's technically top down, but it's structured.
It's a structured top down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
That's the whole thing. But I have some things I want to show you guys.
Yes, show us.
Apparently, a lot of people, I've been making polymer clay stitch markers, and people are like, oh, I thought you were wholesaling those. I didn't know you were making those, but I've been making these. You guys,
all by yourself.
All by my little self. And I've been having way too much fun with them, which is such a good thing. And I just wanted to share with you guys some of the things, because I've also been making some jewelry with them. And I think my favorite are my braided earrings that I'm doing, because I've always been very in love with like Disney and stuff. Yeah. And so I made a bunch of earrings. So these ones are Rapunzel. Super shiny. So these ones are Rapunzel.
So cute.
I love them. These ones are Ariel. They're not coming through.
Is it focusing?
There we go.
Me?
It's focusing. These ones are Belle.
Those ones I love.
I like
and
these.
Those are
They're
totally
very simple.
Belle.
Oh yeah.
Total Belle.
Total Belle. These ones are Jasmine.
So cute.
Thank you. These ones are my favorite. These ones are Pocahontas. These ones were, of the Disney ones, these ones were the first ones I did because Tanya wanted some of these.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, will you please do Pocahontas? I'm like, I sent her a picture of like the black braids already ready on the paper I'm using. And I'm like, I'm one step ahead of you. I got you. And then I have these ones, which are actually, they're Corpse Bride. Just perfect.
That is so cute.
Perfect for Halloween. But... so those are the earrings. Okay, I'm going to quickly show you guys all the stitch markers because it's ridiculous. I've been having a hard time not making everything into a cheese board.
Cheese boards? Who doesn't need a cheese board though?
Oh my god. Well, good because I got you covered. I made all of them.
That's awesome.
So this is Lembas bread, which is a Lord of the Rings reference.
I love that you made cheese boards that are themed.
I know.
I mean, nobody does that.
I know. I have another one that's going to be like sea witch themed, and it's going to be like Ursula's stuff.
Is it going to be a seaweed?
Well, you know when she's getting ready and she like plumps up her lips and stuff with those things?
Yes.
I'm going to have those on the cheese board, and then I'm going to have like little octopus tentacles coming off of it.
That's going to be so cute.
I'm so excited. So yeah, I've been having a freaking ball with these. So I have 2 sizes of the cheese board, depending on if you like big or little. So this is lambas bread. This is...
I like big boards, and I cannot lie.
Yeah, and make sure you don't deny. This is Second Breakfast, which is also Lord of the Rings themed. Hobbits. So yeah, the little ones obviously have less on them, but I love them so much. And right now I have both of these ones with sock sets that come with the little marker.
That's such a great idea.
Well, that's why I want to do them, because it's like, oh, it'd be so fun to add them together and be cool and make my own set. So this is Death Day Party cheese board.
So fun.
I love it. I love it so much. And then getting ready for Rhinebeck, I made apple cider donuts.
I am so happy about that one.
I'm so excited. I will bring these to Rhinebeck as well for the Wool and Folk show. But I made apple cider donuts, and then you gave me a great idea to make an alternate apple cider donut tray kind of thing too. So
because at Rhinebeck they have the caramel apple cider.
Oh my god, that's right.
Remember?
Yeah.
They have the hot.
What do you mean? I remember.
Is it caramel apple or just apple? No, it's caramel apple.
It's caramel apple, and I
good.
like those better than the donuts, honestly.
Yeah. The donuts are good too, but the lines are always really long for those.
And I'm like,
they're so popular. They're so popular.
Well, I'm not a huge fan of donuts anyways.
Yeah.
But,
I'm more of a drink too. Yeah.
But yeah, so I have a bunch of autumnal ones as well. These are all in the shop. I know there's some left of all of them.
I love those. I know. I didn't see those ones. I love all the autumnal ones.
And I tried to make them all with like little ones, but I didn't get to all of them. So there's a bunch of them. I'll just put them right here for you.
I like that one.
Oh, this one's my pumpkin cookies one.
Cute.
Strawberries and bread. Just a little one. But the one that I think a lot of people have been, or the stitch markers that I think a lot of people have been getting excited about, have been my Mickey ears.
I love the Mickey ears.
I'm so happy about. Oh, I'll show this really fast though, because I've been making a lot of Harry Potter ones. This is my Hogwarts crest sweater.
That is really cute. That's free-handed painted.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
If I can get your face out of there so it can focus. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just a little sweater. But yeah, my Mickey ears. I'm so happy that you guys are liking them. Come up, let me know other ideas you guys have. Yes, I am making some for the Sanderson sisters.
Oh, good.
I will be making those, don't worry.
That's going to be so cute.
When I have a theme, I kind of go a little buck wild, a little crazy with it, which is always a good thing. But yeah, I get super inspired and then I just gonna go crazy. So I'm gonna try to show you guys all these. These are my Nightmare Before Christmas sweaters. Oops.
Whoops.
So we have Sally, Zero, Halloween Town, and Oogie Boogie. And the one that just fell.
I like those, the polka dots.
Oh, they're so simple,
So
like
cute.
simplistic. I love them. And this one's the Mayor. And then I also did a Corpse Bride one.
I like that one.
I really like this one. The spider
The
took
spider
forever.
is so cute. I love spiders.
I know you do. Eric didn't believe me when I told him that. He's like, no.
What?
I'm like, no, my mom actually like loves spiders.
I don't want them crawling on
They're
me.
like super cool.
They're just cool. I just think they're fascinating creatures.
And so I did a Finding Nemo set. So we have Dory and Nemo.
I wondered if that was Finding Nemo. I saw it, yeah.
It's just like a cute little nod
It's
to
so
it.
cute.
I did Tinkerbell. I'm actually going to be doing a Hook and a Peter Pan soon.
Oh,
to kind of go with these.
And did you say you're going to do some Alice?
Yes, I'm going to do some Alice. I have a Cheshire Cat idea for one of them, and a Mad Hatter.
Oh, yeah.
Then I did Toy Story. So we have Buzz Lightyear and Woody. And I want to do the whole Woody's Roundup, so I'm going to be doing Jessie, Bullseye, and
good.
the dude.
I don't know.
Jess.
Just
Prospector.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to be doing those ones as well.
Is it Prospector Pete?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, good job. You won that Disney trivia round.
Thanks.
Can't believe I did not.
I didn't know I had that in my brain.
Well, it's Pixar Disney. But
I didn't know it was in there.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
And I did Wreck-It Ralph. So we have Vanellope and Ralph. And
so much hard work.
Oh my god, they take me all day, but I love them. I did an Ursula, so you know there's going to be an Ariel coming along soon. Did you know the voice actor for Ursula just passed away?
No.
Like either yesterday or the day before?
No.
And I'm like, oh, it's a happy accident that I can
yeah, celebrate her
with these.
Oh,
she's such a cool person.
Yeah, great character.
Oh yeah. I remember going back to the theater when I was like a teenager, and I worked at a theater. And during the summer, we would bring like Disney movies because you can get the old reels. And we played them during the summer for kids at like noon or something.
I remember that.
Yeah, and they had one for Little Mermaid, and I go in there, and it's during Poor Unfortunate Souls, and Ursula is just like shaking her boobs and stuff in it. I'm like, you know what? On a big screen,
they're bigger boobs.
It's a little more effective, like
because we only watched them at home. Yeah.
I'm like, huh?
On VHS.
And so a nod to Studio Ghibli, we have Calcifer from Howl's Moving Castle. And from My Neighbor Totoro, we have Totoro and the little dust sprites. And then from the new Star Wars, from Mandalorian, we have the child, or as he is in my brain forever, as Baby Yoda.
Oh.
And the little eggs that
I don't know anything about
bad things happen to.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, that's it.
Well, good.
That's all.
I like them.
I'm so excited. I'm finding ways to be more intricate with them, making them smaller.
I've made a whole bunch of stitch markers too. They're just relaxing.
I know you have. Oh, they're
to do.
It really is meditative, and it's a whole different way of using your creativity.
Yeah.
And so you're able to honestly come up with different ideas for yarn or designs or anything.
Well, and it gives your hands a break because dyeing yarn is hard on your hands.
It's so
Let's
hard
face
on
it.
your hands, on your body, but yeah, your hands.
Mostly my hands, I think, more than anything, and my knees.
I mean, I have all the braces. I'm basically like the Tin Man going to work. So
you think we were running marathons?
I know. It's like, are you working out? I'm like, yeah, every day.
Every day, making yarn.
Every day. But no, it has been nice just working on markers for a bit because yeah, I can specialize them for different fandoms and stuff. Or
which is really cool.
Minis.
Yep.
I'm actually doing a Stranger Things stitch marker advent as well as separate Stranger Things Christmas yarn advent. So it's like
that's gonna be so fun.
I'm so excited. I'm making you one too, by the way.
You are?
I am.
I was gonna ask you how much are they?
I'm gonna try to miniaturize them specifically for you.
Oh.
I try to make all of them as small as I can because I know that you don't like big ones.
I like small ones. But
yeah, and
you don't have to go through the trouble.
It's hard because I'm I use clay cutters, which I actually started making polymer clay before I started dyeing yarn, and they sucked.
Well, that was so long ago.
But there's so many more resources now to like make polymer clay things.
Seriously.
If I had to just do them with my hands and stuff and not have the cheat sheet of like a million cutters, I'd probably still be horrible.
Because they're like little miniature cookie cutters.
They're little cookie cutters and they're so tiny and they're so cute. But not all of them are like under an inch. Some are like 1.5 inches. And so I have to kind of like finagle them to try to make them fit smaller. Because these braids, I would love them if they were like an inch or smaller. Because I still use the same backs that I do for all my stitch markers. But these would be super cute stitch markers. But they're just a little long.
Yeah, a little big for a stitch marker. But they're so cute.
They're so cute. I have a couple other ones, but I'm going to be making more of them for like book themes for like A Court of Thorns and Roses and Throne of Glass and Christmas City.
That'll be so nice.
And stuff. And most of them, I'm going to try to find a way to make like little elf ears be poking out.
Oh my gosh. For Lord of the Rings. That would be perfect.
Oh my god.
Speaking of Disney princesses, I forgot to mention that I do have a Disney Princess Advent calendar in the shop right now. You choose your own princess.
It's different from last year.
Different from last year. More princesses. You get to choose your princess for your main scheme.
Because you didn't do Moana last year, right?
I did not do Moana, and I did not do Merida.
You didn't do Merida. I cannot believe that.
I didn't do Merida. I didn't.
I'm trying to figure out a way to do Merida with the braids, but I'm just like,
she's got
taking
fluffy
me
hair.
So many hours just to get all those curls in there.
So, but I think that's everything that I have. What about you?
Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, it's a lot, but
hey, you know what? Watch it in pieces.
Yeah,
I always take ours in pieces.
Yeah,
you know, but
we just go on our tangents.
We do. But I have fun doing it. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
I always do.
You enjoyed it.
So I was just thinking, like, no one knows what that means. But that's like exaggeration and going on. It's sign language. I'm sorry. Help us sometimes.
I didn't even see that part because I'm blind.
Oh, yeah.
But
it's cool. It's cool.
So we'll try to get back together maybe in 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
But we're getting ready for
I know
some
we're going to be
shows.
prepping hardcore here pretty soon.
But we're trying really, really hard to make
it's so
these
much fun.
consistent. Right. So anyway, I think that's it. We're so glad you guys came by. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks. And hope you guys get some knitting time in and can start on all those autumn sweaters.
Yes, it's almost that time of year.
It is that time. Stay inside with the AC on. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll see you next time.
Bye.